Hi guys, welcome to When Will I Meet My Soulmate. Now this is a reading that's going to give you an idea of the time frame that your soulmate will be entering your life. I will warn you, sometimes with my readings, especially with time frames, it could tell you that it could be another few years. Sometimes there's a reason for that. Sometimes there's things that they need to do. There's things that you need to do. So be warned when you choose a card of the circumstances that might arise up during that type of reading. This is a 6-card spread with 2 cards for each card. So you're going to have 6 to choose from to give you an idea of the time frame. Now, when I do soulmate readings in particular and fertility readings, a lot of people, that's kind of one of the very first questions that they ask me is time frame. I generally normally pick, I'd say 3+ cards to give an idea of the time frame. For this, I'm just going to use 2 cards for each number, which will give you a generalized, and then if I pick up on anything, I will let you know. So let's get started. Let's have a look and see what the cards have to say to you. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. So with any pick a card, I would suggest that you just take a moment just to ground yourself, take a couple of deep breaths, relax, maybe close your eyes, and then just naturally let the card call to you or pull your attention. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So which of the 6 are you going to choose today? Okay, lovelies. So let's get started. Did you choose number 1? What 2 cards did we get? So we got the 8 of Pentacles and we got the Ace of Swords. So this is telling me, especially with it being reversed, I do read upright and reverse cards. Some people don't, some people struggle to read reverse cards. I never have. I'm an intuitive reader. I'm also, you know, I've studied tarot for a while, so I know what they're trying to tell me as and when. Because I'm channeling and I'm reading for a few people at a time, this will be more of a general time frame unless it's really specific. This is telling me that it is going to be a few years yet before you meet someone. It's going to be within the next 8 years. The fact that it's reversed says it's within that time frame. I actually feel like when you do meet this particular person, you're going to know instantly. So it might be that you've never met them yet. It might be that you've never had particularly strong feelings for anyone. I'm not saying that maybe you haven't felt love or been attracted to someone, but you personally, maybe you've never felt like you've met your soulmate before. This is someone who is going to come into your life and have a big impact on it as well. But generally for you, I would say that you've got a little while yet for this particular person to come into your life. It could be that there's still challenges you need to face. It could be they have challenges to face. It could be that you maybe have a lot of exploring in your career, family. It could be that you both are in particular relationships at the moment, that you both need to live and go through before you meet this particular person. The good news about this particular soulmate reading is that even though 8 years is a while, but it did say within, it is telling me that when you do meet them, it's going to happen quite quickly. There's going to be that instant attraction there straight away. So pile 1. So if you chose number 2, hope you didn't cheat. So we've got the Moon and we've got the Hermit here. It's an interesting one to get because these actually give time frames, at least for me. And the fact that we've got the Hermit and the Moon says there's a specific time frame that you are going to meet them. I'm getting between spring and summer for this next year, definitely, because personally where I am, it's in the winter season. It might be if you're in a different part of the world, it might be that you're in spring and summer already, so it might be that you're in luck, you're actually meant to meet your soulmate right now. If you're kind of UK based, which is where I am, and you want a specific deadline, I'm getting from March all the way up till August, definitely around them. And the 20th and the 9th are going to be really strong dates during that time. So for each month there, if it's a case of you aren't in the colder months like me, and you are maybe in Australia, I know that they obviously have different seasons and stuff. It could be that you're meant to meet your person within the next couple of months, to be fair. It could be that you are looking to meet them within the next 3 weeks, to be honest. But this one's actually quite an interesting one. This is telling me that soulmate wise, you will be meeting them next year between July and August, and the 9th and the 20th of each month are going to be specific, or specifically for you, quite strong time frame. So for the third card, we've got Wheel of Fortune and we've got Six of Pentacles reversed. It's an interesting one to get, especially for soulmate time frame. The Wheel of Fortune for me personally in my time frame tends to tell me that time frame wise is hit and miss. It's not necessarily good or bad luck, but it is telling me that circumstances have to be right. I would say that you've got a 6-year period as well, so yours is slightly less than the first card, but again it's reversed, so it's telling me within that time frame. I actually feel like you've possibly maybe met your soulmate in the past, or you've maybe bumped into each other and then you've gone apart again. Circumstances haven't been quite right for you to stay together. It could be that one of you was married, it could be one of you had a job where you travelled a lot, there could be possibly children involved, but it's almost like that spinning wheel is not quite settled just yet, and that does happen with time frames. Sometimes Spirit is telling us that it's not quite happening yet, but that's because there's other factors going on. This one, I would say that a few of you who have chose this card will find them and settle down, but I can also see possibly a few of you as well, again, having hit and miss. It's very, very circumstantial for you. It could possibly be that one day where you're late for a particular bus and they're early and you miss, or you almost pass, or again it could be a case of circumstances just aren't right. There's a reason when I do past life readings why sometimes a love or a soulmate comes through and it tells me that it just wasn't meant to be. Possibly maybe in your next life you'll have better luck. It's not to say that you're going to be unlucky, but I get really unstable ground. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, so miserable. No, I'm just giving you a heads up here and just saying that I think some of you will, and then some of you, that wheel is still spinning. Still spinning. Okay, 4th time frame. So we've got 2 of Cups and we've got the 5 of Wands. So these ones here, the 4th card, we have a 2-month period for you. So we're on November now, so within January of next year you will meet your soulmate. Possibly earlier than that, possibly maybe the beginning of 2020, but I would say for sure by the end of January you will have met them. Cups is very much a few months ahead. The fact that I've got the 5 of Wands with that says that it's going to be even less than that, and I don't like really giving a time frame because whoever is watching this in the future, it could be that you didn't see the video when it went straight on and you could click on it because it caught your attention. Maybe it was meant for you to watch, maybe spirit pulled you in to watch it because you were drawn to, but I would definitely say this is a firm indication for me that it is going to be within the next 2 months that you're going to meet the one that's meant to be for you. So each of these, it's kind of a timeless tarot, they call it on YouTube. Something that I never really thought about, but it does actually have meaning. And all this can be reused and rethought of. Obviously, this isn't the type of reading that you watch time and time again. Because once you've got the time frame, you're kind of know which card to pick to get the answer that you want. But I would say that definitely... for you, I would say less than 2 months. I would say almost about 6 or possibly maybe 5 weeks. You're going to find that your soulmate comes into your life. So hey, if you've been looking for a while, good news. If you've met someone recently who you thought was it, then good news. If you have a maybe new endeavour that you think might be lucky, then good news for you. Yours is happening, I'd say, the soonest in everyone's at the moment. Then for the 5th card, which ones do we have? We have the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So for you, we've got I'd say for you, June is coming through really strongly. I don't like giving kind of 2020 as the year just in case, but I'd say it's within the next 8 months. June is coming through May and June is going to come through quite strongly. You've got the 8s and 9s that are going to be quite strong times for you as well. Now sometimes the reason numbers come through stronger is because not necessarily the date, but it could have something to do with the time or the number on the door. It could be that you're getting messages spiritually with the number 8 and 9s in them telling you that something's going to happen. I very much am spiritually drawn to the number 8. That's always been a power number for me, 8 and 13. But I would say that around those 2 months, listen to the signs that are around you because it's leading you to something. It might be that particular time is when you meet them. It might be that particular time is when you arrange to maybe go on a blind date. But they are particularly strong for you. Now the 6th and final one, we have the Page of Wands. And then we have the King of Swords. That's interesting. You, out of all of the cards, soulmate wise, you are meeting someone soon. This card is telling me, like, literally within the next few days, few weeks at the most. You are meant to bump into someone. It could be that there's the start of something. It could be that you're aware of who this person is that they're talking about. Someone has piqued your interest, but someone is going to be coming into your life. Out of every single card that you could choose here, I would say right now, literally, they are coming into your life. I think that you may possibly have an idea of who it is. You're going to kind of know them on a deeper level as well. I don't think this is a particularly surprising to you either. It could be that you're someone who has an idea, or you've just had a feeling that something good is going to happen, and this is just the answer that you seek, and it's saying yes, you are right. You don't need numbers, you don't need times. They're in your life now. I would almost say they are possibly a friend that you're already someone that you associate with, a friend of a friend, or there's a possibility that you're going out, or you've got some kind of social obligation where you're going to meet this person, bump into them, and the rest is history, as they say. So I bet the ones that chose the first couple really wish they'd chosen yours now. But this is your message, this is your choice, and these are the time frames that I am given at this moment in time. I may possibly do other time frames. I might possibly do readings in the future about fertility, about maybe when you'll get pregnant, and so on and so forth. I might do other soulmate readings. Let me know if you would like me to. Let me know when you bump into, and let me know what card you chose, and the message that you received. You can of course book readings with me privately, where they will be video recorded like this. Obviously they're private and confidential, so no one else will see them but you. And if you enjoyed, make sure you share or let someone else know who you think will enjoy watching. It's always good building the community, letting other people know. It helps me out, and it makes me aware that you'd enjoy my readings as well. On that note, soulmate wise, these are the 6 that we chose today. Like I said, I do have other readings coming up. I will be doing the 2020 year ahead readings. Obviously it's not my personal 2020 year ahead. They take an hour for each person to do, but for this it'll be star signs, and I will do a brief outlook overview of what 2020 has for you. And I'm also going to be doing a past life, just a mini past life reading of what you were in a past life. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Many blessings. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you and speak to you all soon. Bye guys.